Hi everybody! So for today's craft, what we're gonna make is, since we are in a new month, we're gonna have a new theme. We're gonna say goodbye to Under the Sea and hello to summer and camping, which is kind of fun. It's a new theme and I thought it would be a great way to start off this theme is to make a flower activity. And since we've been doing really well writing names on our own, we're gonna make some fun tulips to turn into our name. And what I mean by that is, let me show you. So, tulips are beautiful flowers, and they've been doing really well in the spring, and you actually will see them in the summertime too. To make a tulip, what I'm gonna do is show you the stem of a flower, and then some leaves on it. Now to draw a tulip, I make like a U, and then I go down, up, down, up. There's my little tulip. Now, for my name is Allie, and I have 5 letters in my name. A-L-L-I-E. So I'm going to make 5 tulips to fit my name. So I'm gonna draw, and then for our craft today, we're gonna use construction paper. But for this, I'm gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so you have an idea of what we're gonna make for today. Draw my little leaves on there. Now, I'm gonna add 1, 2. Remember how many I needed? Good. Tiny one. 3. I wanted to add some different colors just to make it kind of fun. 4. And then last but not least, I'll end with another blue. 5. Now, if I were to spell my name, when you spell Allie, what's the first letter you hear? Ah. Awesome. A. So I'm going to put my A in the middle of my flower. A, L. L. And then here's a little fun fact for my name. There's a few different ways to spell Allie, but when you spell my name, I have 2 L's. L, L, I, and E, because these 2 can make the E. Allie. So there's my name. So for your activity today, you are going to not spell my name, but you're going to spell your own name. So think about how many tulips you'll need for your name, because you're going to use the same amount of tulips that you have in your name. So what you'll need for today, I have my glue, I have my scissors, and what I have is a light blue piece of construction paper, just because I'm going to make it look like it's outside. You can use whichever color you like. If you want to use white paper, yellow paper, I'll let you have fun with it. And then at the bottom, I'm going to include this long piece of light brown paper for the soil, because that's where the tulips are going to go from. They grow from the ground. I made a stencil for my tulips, and we're going to cut those out today. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I have 5 letters in my name. And then I also have 5 stems out of green construction paper. And then I'm going to add the sunshine, because I think, during the summertime, since we're in summer, and it's, typically, right? Maybe not where we are in San Francisco, because sometimes we do get those cold summers, don't we? But a lot of times in the summertime, it's really sunny and beautiful out. So I thought we would include that circle that we're going to cut out and these triangles to make the sun rays. So what's the first thing we do before we get started? I wanted to give you a heads up as to what we'll need, because this does have a few things for our craft. The first thing we always do for activity, that's right. So go ahead and write your name. And then when you're done, go ahead and flip it over. Perfect. Next, we're going to take our scissors. Make sure your guardian is around to make sure you're being safe with your scissors, right? Thumb in the small hole, fingers in the large, wrist to the sky. And we're going to cut these curves. So I'm going to go ahead and take my time and rotate. Use the paper to twist it, to shape it around. You can use your wrist also to kind of maneuver, but this way it helps you with cutting out that curve. So if you want, you can layer these two to actually make it look like it's three-dimensional. Let me give you a heads up as to what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is take my glue and I'm going to put at the bottom of my paper, all right? When I say the bottom, that's at the right down here. So I'm going to take my 2 strips and I'm going to glue the first one a little bit higher so there's still space below, like this. See how I left a little space below here? So then what I'm going to do is take the second strip that I have and match it to the bottom of my paper like this. And then that makes it look, see how it gives it a little bit of a three-dimensional look, like you're layering it on top? Perfect. And that's the soil of our paper. Next, what we're going to do is let's go ahead and cut out our tulips and our sun. So I'm going to take my sun, our circle, right? And same deal. Cut around. And if you need a little bit more time, that's totally okay. Just go ahead and pause the video so you have enough, so you don't feel rushed, because I do not want you to feel rushed. I want you to have fun with this. So to cut out your circle, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on the back, like so. And I'm going to put it in the top left corner of my paper. Like this. Good. And then I'm going to put little dots around to make my sun rays look like my sun is shining. So I'm going to take my little triangles I made and I'm going to glue, making the top part, the super top pointy part, point away from my sun, my circle. So it looks like this. See? And I'm putting the super pointy part away from my sun. Ta-da! Next step, I'm going to cut out my tulips. So take your time, right? Because when at the top of the tulip, not around the curvy part, but the pointy parts, you're going to want to really make sure you focus and take your time. So you go in, see how I stopped right where the edge is? And then I rotate my paper up and I stop, down, in, and rotate my paper up. That way I get all the pointy edges of my tulip. So same thing here. See, I start in and go down to the point, rotate my paper up, rotate it again, down, stop. Because if you're cutting too fast, you might miss those edges and then we might cut part of our tulip. So take your time, right? What do we always say? No rush, no worries. So same deal, we go in, up, down, and then see, even I myself started to rush a little bit, and then up. And then we're gonna go like so. 3. Now remember, you're going to make yours for the same amount of letters in your name. So I have 5, so I'm cutting out 5 tulips. And I actually chose 5 different colors. I thought that'd be kind of fun. If you want to choose the same colors, or if you want to make different colors, that's okay too. You can make a pattern, you can make it all one solid color, or you can do all the different colors. I chose dark pink, light pink, red, purple, and yellow. There we go. So now I'm going to take my stems to my tulip, and I'm gonna glue, let's glue our stems first. So don't forget also the scrappy papers. So I'm gonna glue my stems. I'm gonna go 1, 2, remember I have 5 letters in my name, 3, 4, 5. So what I did is I made lines for the stems, and I'm gonna glue my stems on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then at the top, so it looks like this. And then I'm going to glue my tulips on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I did was I just made a little circle at the top of the stems to add to my tulips. I'm going to just put them on a random order. Maybe I'll make one a little shorter than the other so they kind of make a pattern like tall, short, tall, short. Tall, short, tall. There we go. So now what we're going to do is write our name. So I'm going to write my name and you can write yours. So I'm going to start with my letters A, L, L, I, E. We go from left to right. So I'm going to put A, L, L, I, E. And here we go. And then don't forget to add your leaves to your activity too. But also don't forget to write your own name instead of my name, because That would be silly, huh? But I'm so excited to see how your crafts turn out. And I know that it's a fun way to kind of remember how to spell your name and also how to put your name in the correct order too. Because sometimes that can be tricky if you have all the letters of your name, and figuring out which order the letters go in order to spell your name is important too. So here we go. I can't wait to see how yours turn out. Have fun with it. It's a fun way to learn how to spell your name and to put it in the correct order. See you next time.